Oh, did I beat you, Lith? Incredible. Okay. Right, we're in. Let's sod it. Let's just go straight. Let's go straight into results, shall we? And we're gonna keep this slow again, okay? Everyone, just calm yourselves. This is the DeFRaG, and I enjoy doing the live results so much. I have been thinking about, should I anonymize demos and not go through the results, but I think there's something really special about just going through the demos straight away and just seeing what's going on. Going through the results straight away and seeing what's going on. I'm gonna go slow because I'm not expecting that many people. Barry Allen, 69 minutes. Let's go, Barry. Let's go, Barry. And it's good to see players like Scarecrow. I saw him grinding from the beginning. I love the fact that these people have been putting in times all the way through the DeFRaG World Cup. I think that's brilliant. I think I was actually probably expecting fewer than 100 people to put in times on CPM, but again, nice to see we have more than that, just about. You definitely see more runners usually towards the beginning of a DeFRaG World Cup, but then when people realize how bloody hard it can get, it's like, okay, I'm just going to enjoy the show. I'm going to enjoy the ride as we go along. I don't really have like a heads-up display, so hopefully everything looks alright for all of you guys. And I mean, looking at the complexity of the map, remembering that we're going to be showing top 30 times, I wonder what the speed differences are going to be, not just CPM, but on VQ3 at the same time. Guys, we're taking our time. There's literally no rush. Literally no rush. Easy top 100. Congrats, Bionic Man, for getting top 100 VQ3. I am also top 100, so I'm buzzing with you. And Pope Joe, who ruined my double 69 last time, he's up in 95th. Good on Pope Joe. So we went from 143 on position 105. We've lost 30 seconds, just 20 places up. We're losing more than just tenths at a time. Sometimes it's like 2 seconds, 3 seconds between 86 and 85. Another half a second goes between these two. I reckon by the time we get to like 70 or 60, we'll probably start getting the VQ3 players in at the same time. I reckon there's 60 VQ3 entrants. 60. IMHO. We're actually closing in on a minute already. I don't know if I was expecting it to get there as fast, but I don't know. I'm really not sure what to expect at the moment. The thoughts that have been floating around is that number one CPM time is going to be between 38 and 40 seconds. That's Temfex who's given me ideas on that. VQ3, I don't know. My thoughts are probably between 50 to 52 seconds for the number one time. Maybe less. Maybe it's usually like 10 seconds behind, but we'll have to see. It does depend on the routing and everything like that. Was there a 3-second jump right there? Yeah, 76 to 75. Yeah, absolutely nuts. We got top 70, guys. We got top 70. I say it was me, alright? I did it. Sharkosity on 71st. Congrats, man. It's okay. Woody and Wiz will have a 2-second gap. 65. I was actually right the first time. Barry Allen, he's got the 54 minutes. Congrats, Barry, the legend. Barry's times totaling about 2 hours between the two modes. So we're in 2 minutes. I wonder how long it's going to take us to get down to 1 minute on VQ3, and if by top 30 we will actually be below a minute already. Because if that's the case, then I think we're actually going to have like a closer competition than expected. But it honestly looks like, wow, okay, 57 to 56. We just lost 12 seconds there. And we're starting to get to top 50 at the moment, so it's starting to intensify. It looks like I might have just snuck into top 50, but then what are the kind of improvements we're going to be making? And top 50, that's, yeah, roughly my average for this entire time. So here's our top 50. Lambaro, grrr, 52.8 here. Yeah, and I'm right in front, so 49th place for me. Keeps my average pretty much around the same in terms of where I hang. Worst vessel. Same room phase, just change things around a little bit. And remember, guys, top 30 is what we're doing. Hey, Lakitu shows up. My old brethren from Quake Live Race. Well, actually from Quake 3 Excessive Plus, but Quake Live Race is what we grinded quite a lot. So 122. Hey, Siggy, you got your top 40, man. Oh, you just snuck in there. Nicely done, Siggy. That's my teammate right there, in the top 40. Not sure, just Twitch. Can't comment at the moment because it's DeFRaG. It's DeFRaG World Cup that we're looking at. Storm 36. Starting to see some names that we're more and more familiar with. Torna, okay. We've seen some good things from Torna, particularly on strafe runs. He's getting 35th. Ryder's there. Moscow. Boris is out on 34th. And this is where we start. I almost want to start going slower. Oh, we get double. In zero, we're gonna see in zero, Bulgarian CPM player. He's gonna have his demos out. Why are you going so fast? Chill out, man. Chill out. Effect Andy. Slow down. Slow down. Cab Corp, the guy who made the map. Why are you doing this to me? Nebula 21st. Noobzorn's out. Charlene is out. We got Recruit Damned Light. Keenex. Hey, I saw Bionic Man hanging around, I think. And 20th, Horus, or something Russian, I'm not sure. Even though that's an Italian flag. Zergazed, Donald, Hawks, and 18th. Starting to get, we're 44 seconds. So from 30 here, we're losing 3 seconds or so. Not until top 16 do we get sub 1 minute over here. So 30th, we lose 11 seconds. VQ3, the times are going to get pretty insane. Zergus 15th, Knight is 14th, Strangelove up above in 13th. Demonor, he's also getting himself a sub-minute. And now we're starting to enter top 10. Oh my god, my voice is going to die. Kissel and Temfex just outside of top 10. Now Train, I don't think I've seen a lot of Train actually, but he's launched himself into top 10. Ket, IVX8. We got Enter. Our usual suspects are still up, but oh, okay. Hades is out in 8th. Zas is out in 8th for VQ3 and CPM respectively. Nebula getting top 7 in VQ3. Definitely been a focus for him. Top 6, ZQN, Enter. We've got Mentor out in 7th too. And manages to get a really good weapons time. Gopa as well, one of his best times so far. Of Charkin, always good in the weapon runs. Yotun, remember you're looking for a second advance. Oh my god, Lith suddenly comes back. We got Strangeland out in second. We got Zas in second. Baz in second. Sub 40s we get from him. And Woody managing to get 3 frames faster than Baz. Dex was a few hundredths faster than Zas. Zas just being denied a number 1 run. But you know what? Our best of each discipline, our winners of the DeFRaG World Cup 2019 in each respective discipline. Woody, he manages to get number 1, and Dex manages to get number 1 in VQ3. They actually managed to get sub 40 just about. And Lith decided he'll just show up as well. He didn't play for like half the rounds. He's like, yeah, I could have won. I could have had them if I wanted to. But look at that. Strangeland 52. And then, I don't know how Zas finds this crazy amount of time. Dex also just so consistent. But some of these players, like Gopa managing to get one of his best times. We lose a second flat. We lose another second over here. we go over to 30th place. We've got 1 minute 9. We lose 18 seconds from 30th to 1st. What do we lose here? 47 to 39. Not as much on CPM. Only 8 seconds difference. So we're probably going to see the routes not being too different in like sort of little clusters. And that's where we're going to eventually see, after we get past the cluster, the next peloton will show like a different series route. That's what I'm kind of expecting. But we have got some demos that we would like to take a look at. So I'm going to start downloading. I just need to find out how I do that. Let me download all player demos. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. This Hassan needs a special award. Feels like he does, doesn't it? Considering how damn good he's been. I heard if there's even more DeFRaG World Cups that this would still be Zas's last. So he's definitely gone out with an absolute bang. But you know what? When a DeFRaG World Cup shows up 2 years in between, sometimes you're drawn back in. So anyone who says it's their last, I never always believe them. Hey, Boris is in chat. 51 VQ3. 51 VQ3 is absolutely bananas. I was thinking top time, maybe like 50. Often these kind of length maps, you're looking at 10 or so seconds behind CPM to some degree. But when you look at how difficult this run is, especially for VQ3, it's outrageous. Alright, I've just finished downloading, guys, so I'm now sorting out the folders. You'll be happy to know that I've also got a whiz run ready for us at the end for CPM. But we'll do things normally for now. Alright, I'm just holding this page open so I know where we're starting. We're starting on N0 and DD. N0 I know pretty well, but DD I'm not familiar with. We are going to start VQ3 and we'll see what people have got from there. Where are you, DD? That's got to be him right there. It is. So 1 minute and 10. We're going to lose, what, best part of 20 seconds. Yo, Spalder's around. Alright, guys. We're actually going to start going through the runs now. So I know we've looked at the results, but time to actually see what these players were able to do in the game itself. This is the DeFRaG World Cup 2019. We are starting with VQ3, and we are going to roll through the show now to get their runs sorted. And this is DD off the start, who goes straight into a double air rocket. I mean, to me, this is like sort of a world of the unknown. And he is going to go with the overbounce straight away. And he does the double air rocket kind of before he's even landed. He's already set up for it. And this is a slick section for VQ3, by the way, on the right-hand side. That's not the case on CPM. You got to get that verticality on VQ3. It's not as important on CPM because you've just got the UPS to work with. This nice little curvature to get around into the diagonal area. Then up the wall too, just slight similarities with what I was doing before. And he managed to get the timing down onto the double rocket jumper as well. Oh, and a nice little neat kind of effort right at the end. I respect that a lot. That's really nice, DD. I haven't seen DD before, but love the little bit of style that we've got at the end from him. Good stuff. Zamamax up next from Finland. Going to use a double air rocket. He gets a bit more speed than DD did. And he's actually going to use the ramp also. With overbounce, but it's this time rockets to help him over. Get some really good height from that. Actually getting some really good speed from this plasma. And he holds close to the wall. Little readjustment. So, oh no, he doesn't go around. He kind of skips the little strafe guidance area. Oh, a bit of a slip up. Because to me, it looked like his early sections were so strong, but I think we've just seen a slight weakness from him. His final section of the map at the moment, not quite as good as DD's. But he's had a really clean earlier section. Does get a good double rocket jump. Gets himself to the end with 109. Well done, Zamamax. Now on to CMC. Making these 2 times is on the slick look effortless. Oh, he uses a different route actually. He is going to go though for the overbounce. Kind of differently to the others. Losing about half a second on that. Just arranging himself to get across with a good angle. Oh, I like the 2 times. That's nice. Nice little touch there from CMC. Now how does he get through into the... Oh, he does use it a little bit for assistance. But happy with the plasma. Does he have an extra rocket now? He does have an extra rocket. But he doesn't use it. I feel like there's a lost opportunity for CMC then. Oh, just gets across. Little hairy end for CMC, but it's gonna get... You can see how like challenging these runs are. When you get over a minute, there's so much stuff that can go wrong. Especially when there's certain tricks that many players are like, well, I won't get it 100% of the time, I get it 50% of the time. And then you've got 10 tricks in a row where you could, let's say you only get 50% of the time each. By the time you get to that last trick, the chance to finish as a run is crazy low. Oh, I like what we saw from CMC, so well done to him. We move down into Hayes at the moment. Hayes' position 27. Very, very clean 2 times. Overbounce also. Everyone's been using an overbounce in VQ3. I wonder if we're going to see much deviation from that, or if that 2 times is going to be kind of the standard. I like that work there. Also getting some good speed. Takes a bit of time to get around, but it's really nice plasma actually. That's really, really nice. Although it takes him a while to get around the corner, I like it a lot. But he's got another rocket. I don't know why he doesn't use the next rocket. That's quite cool. He makes a really good recovery there from what I think could have been... It was not like he made a mistake, it's just a lost opportunity. But still, some really positive parts of that run, and seemed a lot more in control of it. So, good job there, Hayes. Okay, we've got Procky up next. He's 26th. Oh, uses 27 map for a little bit of assistance. Good plasma straight away, actually. He's got 4 rockets. Oh, wow. Okay. Ah, but he doesn't use the plasma route. Okay, so he saves loads of time, but then loses loads of time, so he doesn't use the plasma straight up. I still think he, on a balance, he gained more time than lost, but... I don't know like how mechanically challenging that would be, that you just want to get a run in first of that start before you lock a run in first doing both strats. Had good speed going into this section. He only had one rocket himself there. I think positioning himself takes a little bit of time to get where he wants to be. So Procky, in my opinion, has had by far the best start, but the follow-ups haven't quite been there. I think this is, you say it DeFRaG, but I might be wrong. DeFRAG's up next. He's 25th. Nice little 2 times again. I do like that 2 times a lot. Very good. Yes, this is what I want to see. And he gets the plasma across. So the thing is, his run's been incredible at the moment. He's only gained a second on the others. So what's happened afterwards? I got a feeling we're going to see a weaker end from him, but let's take a look at what we get. Yep, you can see there, so we probably lost close to a second just then. Just makes a recovery on the plasma. And he loses a lot of speed going ahead because his jump didn't quite make it properly. Very nice rockets here, though. Oh. An incredibly fluent start. But the second half of the map, you could definitely see a different level of practice on it. But still very good from DeFRaG. I really like what we saw at the beginning. We're on Bionic Man next. Bionic Man 24th. He just gets straight. He doesn't really do much plasma at all. Wow, that's smooth. Very smooth from Bionic Man. So this is tends to be where we see more of the mistakes happening. Seems a lot more in control. The speed's kind of there. Plasma up. Definitely improvement on DeFRaG. It's got that rocket he can use to get across. Oh, he just makes it on. Gets that propelling from the rocket. And that little extra rocket at the end. So very nice Bionic Man. We saw some good moves there, but we lose a second going on to Recruit, who's up in 23rd. Can't really check Discord at the moment, Mr. Moles. So back into overbounce territory, actually, from Recruit. So to me, this is different. To me, it feels like we're going to see an incredible finish from Recruit. Oh, and he just gets it onto the plasma. That first rocket, just to make sure that he gets onto the slick okay. He's done fine. So what's this great finish that we're going to see? I'm expecting a smooth run here. I like it so far. Been very plain and simple. He gets that extra little boost at the top that no one else has been getting yet. Managed to get a successful 2 times. It's been a while since we've seen an end like this, actually. He gets loads of speed at the end, so a very, very nice finish from Recruit. Feels like he could have gained like an extra, or at least cut off like an extra 3 to 5 seconds if he managed to get the same start without using the overbounce. Really, really good end. Not the fastest start. Right, my phone is just going nuts at the moment. Please stop. Ooh, okay, so he doesn't do the overbounce, but he doesn't do the plasma. So again, I'm expecting like a fairly good end. Lots of slick usage. He's going to pick up a rocket automatically, so he has to be careful of the switch that he makes. Some great speed, actually. And he uses that second rocket. Yes, that's what I am talking about. 2 times. Really nice, actually. Maybe could have extracted a tiny bit more speed, but overall, very, very positive finish from Damned Light. Really, really nice, dude. And we're at 21st now with Keenex. Oh, he goes for that extra rocket for like a plus 100 UPS. I was like, well, I gotta use that rocket somewhere. Might as well get something from it. This is a sick plasma section from Keenex. Feel like he lost more speed than he should have then, but... Oh. Star points. Seemed late on the plasma wall there, but it's getting great speed from it. And he wants to get around fast. He doesn't have the same trigger, it looks like. Either that or he's just spamming plasma. He picked up tons of speed there. He's got one more rocket. Doesn't get any speed from that rocket. Two times works. Picks up the speed a fair amount with it. I'm not the fastest, like, last bit, but certainly not the slowest. Certainly very, very good. We're losing half a second now, getting into the top 20 at the moment. We're still not sub 1 minute, but we are going to lose a lot of seconds really, really soon. A lot of verticality, but not so much speed at the beginning from Horus. But it's good, you know, when you're skipping the overbounce and you're getting that. I quite like that, actually. He doesn't do the sort of early 2 times. He holds it late and he gets a lot of forward momentum. Doesn't even need to use the stick. All he wants to do is get that positioning right so that he can get onto that plasma wall and make it to the end properly. Strafing's good too. Oh, I think they turned off auto switch or something on some of these parts. Auto switch has got its moments where it's really, really useful though. Great height. It means you can focus all about getting that extra speed instead. Taking a second so that he doesn't have to deal with too many sharp angles to lose speed, but does pretty well also. Now onto Zerg. We're into 19th. Okay. Alright. I like seeing something different. I'm always up for that. He is going to use the overbounce. Does manage to get the extra rocket usage out too. This is really interesting. This is a really, really interesting run from Zerg. And he's got the extra style. This time, he makes it 3 times though. I think we saw another undead player doing that, but only with a 2 times. Zerg managing to find a lot of extra time to use rockets because he managed to pick up the speed so well early on. Great speed on the plasma through the slicks, and he's got an extra rocket too. And he gets a big boost from it. That was a really, really good run from Zerg. Holy crap. Oh, we saw a lot of good tricks there. He'd taken a second off Horus. We're going to see a couple of tenths off, but then we take off 3 seconds as soon as we get to Game of the Year. Gamer? Who the hell is Gamer of the Year? Mega Tacto up next. That's really nice. When you're getting over 1200 UPS, I just feel like that's a really solid run. Still got another rocket. Oh, dude, I like that. That's my favorite at the moment. And he gets the plasma. Mega Tech getting mega technical. Maybe that's what it means. I don't know. Little 2 times for himself. Sort of. Struggles to pick up the speed onto the slick, but it gets loads of speed as soon as he's plasmering. And he's going to go up the upper route. Needs to get some rocket jumps out so he can pick up that speed and challenge what some of the plasma guys were doing earlier, especially like what Zerg was. It felt like Zerg had a little bit of a better section there. It's a really good 2 times though. Tons of speed at the end. Great speed there from Megatech. That was really sick actually. A very, very cool one. But Gamer of the Year, he's 17th. And I'm actually going to go there. We can see up the top runs too. We've still got 9 seconds to lose. Gamer of the Year takes off 3 seconds from Megatech. So I'm expecting something pretty wild at the moment. Okay. What we saw from Zerg. And he's managed to get himself over 1300. He's going... He hasn't faced forward now for quite some time. There we go. Jesus Christ, this is the Gamer of the Year. And he managed to get onto the plasma too, with some good speed. That was really sick, actually. Sometimes you just don't need to face forward. Such a sick start. Such a sick start. Just plasming all the way across, getting close to 1600 UPS. Still got another rocket, fast to dish them all out. Loads of speed actually for VQ3. Gets a bit shy, has to really make a quick rocket jump there because he was close to going into the void, but holy crap, what a run. What a run. It gives you an idea of what we're likely to be getting afterwards as we move now on to the 16th time, as we are sub 1 minute with effect. Maybe it says not bad after he knows he's got a top 11 time. I think do you have an extra rocket to use, or am I going mad? Turning 750 around the corner. No doubles or anything like that. What's his top speed here? Just below 1700. Yeah, Star Points ranking. If we had like a Twitch chat ranking, I wonder how different it would look at the end. So here goes with the rocket jump. He's got the central area. He keeps a lot of speed going up the top, in fact. I'm kind of in like 2 minds of what's the fastest section. There's effect, getting that sub 1 minute. Let's go, Sunshine. Let's go. We're at, we must be 15th now, right? 15th? Yeah, Breach is a 15th. He takes a second off of effect. Really early double rocket jump. He just gets that 1300 UPS so soon. I feel like that's got to be the best start. 1500 UPS. Very accurate rocket jumps. Early 2 times into plasma. Gives him so much time to pick up that speed with the plasma as he gets to the top. Kind of like pseudo 2 times. Just a fancy 1 times, really. Over 1800 UPS he had. I mean, he's been really, really fast. And he gets a pretty smooth strafe across. No drama on that. He wants to go for the middle section. Keep that vertical speed. That diagonal ceiling to help him out a bit, he hopes. 1600 UPS. And the 2 times. Patient with that 1 rocket, but That's awesome. That's really, really, really awesome from Breach. Really nice. Now we're going to Sentinel on position 14. Yeah, I love those finishing rockets. They were great. Helps to go down the right side for the sharper angle. Fancy, very fancy. 1200 UPS, that's the best plasma. And he manages to keep over 800 after that. That's actually quite nuts. A great 2 times. Sentinel's absolutely styling at the moment. Tons and tons of speed. And he uses the full curvature. I don't know if this is faster than the plasma way or not, because you're so much smoother getting up onto the diagonal area, but your max speed isn't as high. It's very tough to tell what's fastest. Now rockets at the end. They've been very clanky in certain bits, but to me that looks pretty smooth. Finishing on 1600 UPS. Sentinel doing excellently. Demon, although, is going to take off best part of a second now, moving into 13th. Oh no, sorry, Nebula had like in the top 10s. I was wrong about 11th. I think that was his overall rank. Very nice, 2 times. Another 2 times into 2 times into 2 times. Guys, I heard you liked 2 times rocket jumps. Actually, gives a lot of nice speed there. Tries another 2. So we're seeing what, like 5 2 times in a row? Gets good speed out to that immediately. A lot of people haven't been pushing themselves back. If you hit the wall, push yourselves back a bit, and get some forward momentum moving into the ramp, I think you do a lot better. This has been a really, really good midsection, I'd say, from Demonol. 1800 UPS even that he was getting. Just spamming out those rockets, trying. Thanks for organising this DeFRaG World Cup. Thanks to Mappers and Streamers. Thanks Nebula. Demonol's great. We've got Delta up next. Delta is in 12th. And we're getting another little chop and change. It's so hard to tell what's the fastest. Oh, I like that a lot. I like that. He focuses a lot with his 2 times rocket jump there to just get that movement forward. And the plasma, it feels like it's compliment. Holy shit, how did he get that much speed? Almost 1900 UPS. Okay, that was sick from Delta. He got a lot. That midsection from him before the long plasma walk, that was really damn good. Oh, he does hit the edge. If he didn't... Okay, so I think we've just seen like world-class first and midsection, and he's just made it a bit clunky at the end. But that's still so nice from Delta. Now, guys, we're top 11, so we're just outside top 10. Kissel, top 11. Oh, 1350, 2 times at the beginning. All right, 2 times into 2 times, into 2 times, into 2 times. Loads of speed, actually, absolutely loads. Keeps just over 900 UPS basically. Loads of speed. Also in there, what's he going to cap out at? 1800? Or almost 2000. He was like a plasma ball away from 2000. Goes almost to 1700 across that. I feel like we're starting to see like the optimal times, or the optimal routes. Really well executed 2 times at the end. 57.288. That is Kissel just outside the top 10. And now we've got Ket. Our top 10s are beginning. We've still got 5 seconds from 10th to 1st as we get into the 56s briefly. So he does the plasma into the 2 times. So he doesn't do 2 times to 2 times to 2 times to 2 times. He just does plasma 2 times, 2 times, 2 times. There's so many 2 times. Okay, what's the top out speed? 1800 to pick up. Moving back a little bit just so he can then try and push himself forward into that ramp jump. Been really good plasma. He wanted to use that other rocket as much as possible. Close to 1900 actually. Kept being hauling ass. Absolutely hauling ass. And IVX8 in the undead scene. He's going to be 3/10 up. Are we going to have similar runs from them? Yeah, fairly similar. Suspending the air for quite a long time. Maybe he lost a little bit, but still been good. Oh. 3 times rocket there. Love to see a 3 times. Style points from me. Again, I think when we get over to like Dex and Strangeland and stuff, I think that's what we're going to be seeing. I don't know like what, but there's still like so much time to be shaved off, so who knows. Managing to get around well. IVX8 killing it there. What was that, 9th position we just saw? Sorry, that was 8th. I want to say something before we go into Hades. I want to remind people that the DeFRaG World Cup 2019 donations are still open, by the way, on the DFWC website. They're going to be open until I think it's the 24th of December. So if you want to make any contribution to the competition, support the runners, the incredible talent that we've had who are running the maps, and I believe even supporting map makers and so on. Absolutely worth sending in your donations. I think we're over $4,000 at the moment, which is really, really nice. So amazing job to absolutely bloody everybody. But let's crack on with some of the runs, guys. We've got 55.8 from Hades, aka Frog. That is in 8th position. Hades been one of the top guys actually this tournament. So solid in the strafing. If there's a strafe map that needs to be run, you count on this guy to pretty much be up at the tippity top. We've got so much verticality from that. Do love those rockets. He gets so much speed by the end of it. What's he going to cap out at here? 1867 he gets as maximum speed. And he's going to focus on plasma. We've been seeing people get up to 1700 here, and he's going to do exactly the same. Maybe could have got more speed from those rockets. But it does land really well into this section. There's our boy Hades, guys. We move into 7th. This is Nebula, who came into the competition being a CPM runner and finished it being a VQ3er. It's Nebula, guys. 55.6 seconds. Brilliant, brilliant time from him. Oh, that's a really sick 2. That's the best 2 times I think we've had so far off the start. He's 2 timesing into 2 timesing into 2 timesing. It's going to be into 2 timesing. Holy shit, that is a lot of speed. Wow. That plasma section straight into 900 also. really sick from Nebula. Make sure it gets that extra rocket out. Actually gets a really nice 2 times there too, in fact. Super sick from Nebula. Like, when you look at these runs like that, it's like, how do you actually get much faster? Like, how is it really possible? I guess we're going to find out, because Enter's taken basically a second off the only person lurking in the 54s. He's in 6th place. Should we start? No, we can't call it a 6 times or an 8 times Kodisha, because that's like in one jump. We can't do it. Well, maybe for like a sort of dialect of this map, you could. So Nebula did the 8 times off the beginning. Pretty different route from Enter, actually. Wow, okay. Holy shit, the speed he had there. That's a lot. Enter absolutely nailed that 2 times, and then followed it up with a quick rocket afterwards. $2,000s, we haven't seen many people get up there, I don't think. Enter's like first section was okay. There's like nothing wrong with it, but his mid and last section were bloody incredible, actually. Really, really sick from Enter. But now we are top 5. Let's do this. Gopa, I think Gopa's best time. We've had Enter the only person in 54s. Now the only person in 53s. He's taken a second and best part of a second and a half off Enter. What the hell has Gopa done? Very similar speed there to Nebula, in fact, actually. He hits the ceiling really hard, so he gets tons of speed there. And his plasma's also good. And he, like Enter, he gets so much speed up there. He gets close to 2100 UPS. A good dismount from that wall. And he's going to go for the plasma. The angles that you see him using also are really fun to watch, actually. Whoa, okay. He uses the sort of above the grenade spawn as his friend. Jesus. Big time run there. Big time run we just saw from Gopa. That was hella fast. And somehow, guys, we're losing another second off of this. I'd replay. You know what? It's top 5. Let's go. I didn't want to replay loads of them because these are really long runs, but since we're in the top 5, I'm happy to do so. We'll watch Gopa again because there was some tech that he was using that was pretty advanced. This is really strong from him, actually. And the horizontal speed that he picks up off his 2 times was spectacularly good. Like Enter, he manages to totally nail all those rockets. Just the speed that he gets from the plasma, like where he's capping out in UPS, is incredible. And this looks really good now, the plasma. The way that he angles himself against the wall, because, okay, I want to get horizontal, now I want to get vertical, because I need to get over X and Y gap, or get to a certain point. Okay, he hits the wall and says, I want to use that downward diagonal to help me across, and also help me get some horizontal speed. That was really, really nice from Gopa. But another second is off here from Yotun. It almost feels like I'm going to have to watch Yotun twice. Yotun, really good 2 times. Also going plasma. This seems to be the popular choice. Oh, he does manage to get a downward rocket, actually. That probably helps a ton. Wow, okay, he keeps loads of speed, and he managed to get himself a very nice wheel clip. What the hell was that? That was insane. His second rocket helped him bounce into his first. Shed loads of speed. The level of VQ3 on display at the moment is unbelievable. And I think the section there is what caused him to get like a big gap between Gopa. I don't know. There's just insane skill everywhere. We're gonna show Yotun again. We have to. We have to, right? It's such a high skill level. Skill ceiling, should I say, in this map. With this discipline. That's so crucial, that rocket that he uses. So crucial. To make sure he lines... Okay, this is also nuts, to be honest. I think that's totally bananas, personally. I think that's so cool. Over 2,000 UPS. Sticking to 1,700 plus on the curved wall. Has to stay on the floor for just a moment long. But, I mean, all good at the end of the day, right? Very straightforward 2 times there, but you know what? It works. It's fast. It helps you get along. What Gopa did seemed pretty special. But yeah. And now we've got a second between Yotun and first, but it is Strangeland, who's always in high contention in the DeFRaG World Cup well, any year actually, not just 2019. He's got 3rd place on this map. 52 seconds from him. He's going to get a little help from DeFRaG World Cup 2017. I like Yotun. He managed to get that downwards rocket again. Seems really important. Starting to feel that maybe we're going to be able to get some of that on CPM also. Like Yotun though. Very, very slick. 2,100 he hits. Huh. I mean, Ob's just a bit loud, guys, I'll be honest. Oh, he does the Gopa. That was pretty cool. That was really, really cool. Let's watch Strangeland again, guys. And he even hits the little trigger at the end. You could just be playing with like no volume, I don't know. But I feel like you have to play with volume when you're trying to do 2 times this and so on. Too late phase is happening. I love this, man. It pleases me so much to see this 3 times rocket. You want this in time scale of the sounds. I really want to do it, but he's not strafing a whole lot now. Just that one little... that one little blip. And Zas, who is 500ths off of Dex to get #1. Can this guy catch a break? Zas has been stunning. He's been the best of both disciplines combined. Absolutely unbelievable player. Reigning in from China. The beast from the east. He managed to get that down. I don't know how perfect it was compared, but it's going to be better than not doing it. That's 100%. Puts another little touch on the... Oh, and he just goes for the straight. He doesn't... No trick. Wow, the speed, man. The speed. 1,500 UPS by the time he got to the slick ahead of the long plasma wall. Plasma helps him along quite a lot. close to 1900 UPS. Just how do they do it? Just how do they do it? I'm gonna watch all top 5s twice. I think I've decided that. I think of both disciplines. Now VQ3's had about an hour of joy actually. So how the hell does Dex manage to just... It might as well be framing him though afterwards. That's so sick actually. It's so bang on that those rockets. And I wonder how many similarities there are between him and Dex, because we're seeing like absolute optimal like performances here. I've no idea if there's other ways to get this kind of speed. Excuse me. Guys, it's number 1. It's Dex. This guy has been king of VQ3 for over a decade. Over a decade. Winning DeFRaG World Cups back to back to back to back. This guy is our Lord and Savior of VQ3 DeFRaG here in 2019. His championship victory lap run. Let's take a look at Dex. Super solid 2 times to start with. He goes with the plasma also into the 2 times. Doesn't look quite as fast as Dex, but his downwards rocket's really sick actually. And he's just preparing that rocket early on because he knows he's going to be using it. So he does the other style like Jotun. He gets so much speed as well from it. I don't think he gets as much speed as Zas does, so his last sections have got to be incredible here. And Dex, what he's incredible at is plasma. He's so good with the plasma gun. Gets a good strong section with that. Close to 2000 UPS. Keeps himself pretty flat as well with this. Finishing over 1600. Dex, there's our number 1 run. I would love to be able to put like a ghost of Zas with Dex demo on. That would please me a lot if I had the technology to do this. Dex is the GOAT. Absolutely. That just little plasma ball on the floor just before he goes onto that. There's something there that I want to explain that I'm surprised not more players in the top 30 are doing. Let's just slow down a couple of these bits. I know that we've taken a while to get through the VQ3, but we've got to sing our praises here. And we're going to hear some rocket sounds. That's what we're going to hear. So he fires it up a bit. How close does he actually rocket jump from it? And it's here where he gets up hard on the right. He doesn't want to go straight to that blue field. He's trying to get that rocket to slow down that vertical speed that he has. Whew, that's making me emotional. Just walks forward a bit so he can start getting the horizontal speed. And how early does he go with this? He gets a wall clip on. And I was like, right, let's line up the rocket that I want. That's where we're having it. And you need your precision here. Alright, I'm losing speed hitting the wall. So let's pick up the speed once again. And he fires a rocket a little lower this time. And he's got quite a lot. So he hits this first. Boing into that. And that lines up the rockets. There's the third. And there's the fourth and a second, which is just going to give him a huge, huge boost. With plus 400 UPS. And that little plasma ball there, it almost seems unnecessary, but it gives him an extra bit of height. And it means he doesn't have to focus so much on the verticality with the plasma. He can focus a bit more on the speed if he's up a bit higher to begin with. It's very minor though. You're talking about like less than half a degree's difference, right? And the next bit here, as a lot of players early in the top 30 would hit this and they'll just follow the wall down and then strafe. He pulls back a bit. You could see that he presses back and now he's holding forward so that he can have that perfect drop onto the ramp. And instead of getting those 500 UPS starts here, he's hitting 660 and can immediately start picking up that momentum of the strafe. So plus 40 UPS or so, maybe a bit more on some of these balls. And when he has to pick up that height, it's a bit less. But he changes the angle again because he knows he's got the height. So again, goes to big increases. And another readjustment on the angle because he's just going only up and wants to get up as fast as he can. And then he's going to have to change it again. All these readjustments. Oh, that's how he actually goes straight into the rockets. He doesn't even do the plasma off the wall. He's like, right, well, the biggest boost I can get is with the rockets, and I've got 2 of them. So let's just do that straight away. And he actually does a very straightforward double rocket jump here. There's no like extra special hidden magic at all that we're seeing from the likes of GoPro, and I think one other player did it too. I think it was Strangeland also did. There's our man Dex. There is the VQ3 DeFRaG World Cup 2019. Cut. And next section. Got to let my voice survive CPM somehow, as we're now moving into CPM top 30. And we're starting from in 0. So we're going from 47 seconds down to 39. Hella speed coming in. You know what? I'm going to do it. Because you can see the differences now between my run and then in 0 and then to like number 1 Woody. I'm also quite proud of what I managed to do with a short-ish amount of time. So then we can go to N0 and be like, right, how does he take 5 seconds off? Nice to see N0, by the way, on stream, right? Like, well, in the moment at least. I kind of like blagged this bit to get the run that I wanted to get. I didn't beat Dex's time, no. Dex's time was better than me in CPM. Feels bad. I didn't really get it 2 times there. I hoped, but I didn't. So, okay, as mediocre as that run is, let's now look at the good guys. We're starting with N0, who's a Bulgarian CPM player. You might have seen him from, it's like Bulgarian Odyssey or something, is one of the movies that he's in. It's quite well known. Let's check him out. Top 30 DeFRaG World Cup 2019 CPM discipline. He is going to go with the 2 times. He manages to get to 1,000 UPS, which I was struggling with a lot. Hits the ceiling really hard. Claws his way on. Out. And a little plasma ground boost from him. Okay, okay. Definitely a big twist and turn. Tons of speed. Wow. Okay. This is so much speed, man. This already feels so fast, though. So fast, man. It's so fast. So shout out to Visiting Boss. Thanks so much for the $6. Petition for DeFRaG World Cup 2020. The message is out for the organizers of the DeFRaG World Cup. We want a 2020. We know that there's so much work that goes into it, but we're screaming for more DeFRaG World Cup. We absolutely can't have more than once a year, though. But I wonder if we could have a series of major events that we could somehow get people involved in. That would be the dream, right? Let's go to Effect, who's barely ahead of N0. Alright. Okay. That extra ball. I think it was hoping to get it to be a rocket, but really nice speed. That's good. Great section from Effect. Oh, the plasma ground boost across the gap. Wow, this is so sick, dude. This is so sick. And we're at position 29. I'm just going to see the start. I don't really want to do loads of replays in 30, but let's see what the hell does he do here. The time is already... That's so weird. So weird. Let's look at Endy. Okay, so this isn't an unpopular route, apparently. Really nice plasma, actually. You get so much horizontal speed. Bodge is a bit this slick, but does fine. Really nice from Endy. Yeah, man, these CPM times are blowing my mind actually at the moment. It's so sick. Rhodey. Do I know a Rhodey? It's apparently Avenger, I think. This is Avenger. Yeah, so the reason this looks different, for anyone who's not in the know, these are different movement physics to the one we saw before. We have two disciplines in DeFRaG, CPM and VQ3. CPM has a lot of extra little tricks. It's faster, but it's typically known for being not quite as precise as VQ3 and not as punishing getting it wrong. I love that rocket up at the top. But I think there's a lot of time to use rockets that he's not used. He's very patient with his shots, where I think you kind of just got to, right, what's the fastest possible way I can get the rockets out? Still an absolutely sick run. Cab Corp, the guy who made the map, has managed to get himself into 26th position. Oh, he gets loads of speed there. Holy shit, close to 2200. What? Well, he made the map. He knows his shit. Oh, he's like VQ3ing it up a little bit. That's pretty disgusting. Oof, just about gets the height. And one more rocket right at the end, 46.8. Now Micho framing Cab Corp up next. Alright, extra little rocket, puts himself plus 200 UPS. Oh, he does get the rocket to take himself down. It's been an amazing start. The only thing I'm thinking of now is, where does he mess up? This section also looks good. Oh, he loses 200 UPS there. It's definitely not the fastest plasma section that we've had. Let's go for the plasma ground boost. He's got rockets to work with now. Oh, that's gotta be annoying for him. He probably loses like half a second there, I reckon. The thing is, it doesn't matter too much because Charlin Tank has managed to make a whole second. So Charlin Tank is apparently from France. Charlin, someone was asking earlier, how many French players do we have? Charlin and Noobs on here. I mean, I'm learning. I don't know everyone's nationality. And speak of the devil, Charlin Tank has just subscribed. Congrats on your time, Charlin. What have that put you up at? 24th. It gets the downward rocket too. Spamming out that plasma. Oh, and it gets a little couple of plasma ground boosts. Keeps it really steady moving onto the wall. Over 2k UPS. Close to 1,000 on his landing. He just strafes it. He's like, I don't need to mess around. I got speed. Oh, and a really well executed rocket actually. This is absolute style at the moment from Charlin. Loving what I'm seeing. 2.2k finish with a 45-second run. Charlin, well played, sir. Up with Hayes next. He's found a pre-run. Oh my god, almost 1900 UPS. That's a really sick use of time in the air. Get that plasma to help you down a bit more. Small rocket ground boost. This is really, really nice. Doesn't get as good of a dismount as we've seen already. Plasma ground boost going up high. I don't think this is as fast as some other sections, but his first and middle section have been incredible. Finishing at a similar speed to Charlin, I believe. That is very cool. Again, so different though that we're seeing. It's nice to see that CPMs get a good amount of diversity through its runs, because it hasn't always been like that through the DeFRaG World Cup 2019. But yeah, this has looked great, and now it's up on Noobs on. Interesting. Ooh. It makes me feel that Noobson's going to have like some just insane last section. 2 plasma ground boost. That looks good. Every time he's got a chance to use a weapon, he's using it. There's no wasted space here. I like this. Plasma ground boost into rocket jump. Close to 1800 UPS. Loads and loads and loads and loads of speed. 2.4k. Noobson's finish has been incredible. I have so much respect for players who are able to, even if they don't have the amazing starts, because you play the start of a map usually way more than you play the end of the map, because you're grinding the beginning a lot, trying to get to the end. Your chances of playing the end are less, unless you're doing like special starts like midway. You've given yourself an extra spawn point. I just love seeing it that you can, when you're actually doing full runs, if you can finish better than you started, I think that's like a huge strength from players. I'm getting to Nebula before we cut off another huge amount of time. Nebula in 21st. That's a pretty sick 2 times actually. That's the business right there. Nice little flip over. Wow, okay. That's an incredible amount of speed he just got. I mean, Nebula's looking really good here. I That was kind of a stylish dismount too, in fact. $2.4K. So this to me looks like such a good run though. Nebula looking excellent here in 21st. Now we are going to be hitting top 20 with NXXLs. Close to 2K there for a brief moment in time. Hits his head hard up at the start. 1.3K. That's a really good amount of speed to have. He's really trying to like go back, a bit like I was saying at the end of the Dex run, just so you can have that good leap into the strafe. Really good plasma work there. Gets a bit down with momentum. 1.6. What's he going to finish on? 2.2. Really, really nice there. Now on to Donald. Our German. He's framed NXXLs. Let's see how his route differs. Not too dissimilar start, I think. Amazing plasma. One of the best plasmas I think we've seen. I think Nebula also not too different. But he doesn't fire a rocket for absolutely ages. So it feels like there's a missed opportunity from Donald to go even faster. But maybe he'd nailed that section so much faster he didn't want to like mess up his spacing at all, so he just focused on really getting the spacing concise. Good rocket at the end. 44.96. Very nicely done, Donald. Now moving into 18th with Hox. It's just, I find it weird at like what frequencies we're seeing some of these starts being used, because there's no real like obvious pattern. I don't know how many undead players we've had so far though. I don't think we had that many. So plasma ground boost. Very good work with the slick actually. And that's an amazing dismount. This is excellent. This is really excellent. Damn. That was some great speed at the end. Puzz up next, taking off close to a 10th. Up in 17th, am I right on that? Yes. Yes. Almost 2,000 UPS then. But I still don't know, because you spend a lot of time being slow. Oh, he doesn't quite get the downwards rocket perfect, but it's still pretty damn impressively good. Good plasma ground boost. And early rocket usage too. .5 second start. Okay, I'm going to try it. That's the first section down at the bottom, isn't it? I'm going to try and keep an eye on that. Did he get that 2 times properly? I'm not 100% sure. Finishing on 2.2k. Good stuff from Puzz. Up on Santa, and I'll take off a couple of tenths. 4.8 seconds, okay. Maybe that start is pretty dope in that case. This plasma is really nice. This is the best plasma we've had. I think his spacing could have been a little better then. Execution was very good, but if his spacing was better, then I think he would be saving half a second or so. He keeps himself though really close. He doesn't go for much verticality at all. It's just super horizontal the entire way. Very impressive from Santal. Moving on to Zerg, who's 2 frames faster. Everyone's just so close together in this sort of like cluster of players. What? Zerg's done some like weird stuff on VQ3 and also on CPM now, and he gets the best downward rocket that we've seen. He can't use the slick properly though because he was just in front of it. So if he could have jumped a little further. See, I like this, but at the same time, you're spending a lot of time at 1,000 UPS when possibly they could have been means to go faster. I do like how the beginning of this map has given people a lot of different options, that some are finding some better than others, so on and so forth. We're on to Knight now. Knight in 14th place. Let's just go for the 2 times. He gets 4.7. He gets exactly the same speed as Zerg just did. No downward rocket. There's a little PGB. 2k speed. See, I like that. It doesn't spend a lot of time on 1,000. Just absolutely hammers it out. You know what? That's actually really sick, because he gets to 900 UPS horizontal speed super, super fast. That was a really, really good end from Knight. I like that a lot. Again, lots of creativity. Somehow, though, Strangelove is taking half a second off. This is one of the biggest gaps that we've had, and he's keeping pretty regular. He gets a 4.6, and it's a very, like, basic start in comparison. Downward rocket is actually pretty good there. Just a 1.5k. Floor rocket. Spacing good for a little bit of slick usage. This has been very cool from Strangelove. Oh my god. $2.7k into the 2 times. That was rapid. That was really rapid. I think he messed up. I think he lost like a couple of frames there because he went to 1.8k and didn't actually finish on the 2.2 that he had. That was a wild ride. Icarus up next in 12th. 4.8 start. Not one of the fastest. Okay, that was pretty cool.
Balls out.
Can't use the slick again. His spacing was just off. It's a little bit like what happened with Zerg. I like that work though. With the PGB, Icarus has put on some good flair then. The undead runs so far have actually had a decent amount of variance on this occasion. We've got 10th XO, our Chilean player, up in 11th, just outside of top 10. Five seconds, so he has actually had one of the slowest starts that we've seen so far. But I really like his downwards rocket. It looks to me like, okay, Plasma Grabbers at 10th X is one of the most famous players for using them. So I expect his PGBs to be sick. I'm expecting some PGBs in a moment, actually. There's one. Don't think there's any more chances to use any. But he gets some good effect out of the ones he did use. Oh, there's a nice little slide. Is that like an extra rocket ground boost that he had? That was pretty cool. That was pretty damn cool. Alright guys, top 10 now. FPS train.
Balls out.
Whoa there. Holy crap. What just happened? Let's look at the run first, and I'll figure out what I just happened.
Balls out.
We can sort of see some of train a bit. You know what, I've been really distracted from train. I blame you, Kodisha, for that. Gifting 10 subs, you absolute mentalist. I want to say a shout out to Nick Attack as well, by the way, for the 15 months. Is that Lakitu? Did I understand that correctly? Thanks very much, both of you. You guys are nuts, and particularly you, Kodisha. Thanks so much for the support.
Balls
Let's
out.
move back onto Train's run so we can focus on it a bit. Right on. 1800 UPS. What's this time going to be like here? 4.6. It's pretty damn good. So those balls are loud. Plasma. Oh, that is so slick. I love that style. That's really, really stylish. I'm glad I restarted this.
Balls out.
You can't use the slick properly, but his plasma is still fantastically good.
Balls out.
Tons of... How do we get faster than this, though, guys? How do... Oh, little rocket. I think it helps him out a bit.
Balls
Not
out.
an amazing end, but still very, very good. Are you changed? Okay, I'm gonna have to remember that name now, man. Enter, who's on pretty well this round. He's on 43.3. Then looking two
Balls
runs,
out.
losing a second and a second. What is about to happen to these runs, guys? Is Enter the guy who masterminded the start? He's got 4.6, I think exactly the same as the last Undead play we just saw. That downward rocket was... What? What? What did I just see? I'm actually gonna have to watch this again after and slow it down. So I also don't think we're gonna see that again. If we do see it again, I don't know what I'll do. I don't want to do anything. I'm too ill to make bets. Wait, what? Though? I just want to see the like the first section really. So this is fine. It's a lot of speed there. It was how he sets up this next jump here. So this is a really good downward rocket that he has. He gets it right at the apex as well, actually. So the timing on that was flawless. And then it's what he does here. How precise he is. So he does put the rocket on the floor. And he bounces with it with plasma. And then an insta-switch he uses at the end to get himself to 1,000 UPS. Maybe we will see this again, but this is a very, very creative way of doing things. What does he actually cap out at on here? Only 1.2k, so I don't know. That's just insane, though, to me. That is totally insane. Alright, enter the fancy pants with 43. We're now on to 42. Zas the only person in 42s. We are going to continue seeing this start. He gets a 4.5 section. That's very, very good section. Downwards rocket, I think it's not too bad. Doesn't do what Enter does. Up to 1.3k. Very early plasma work too. 2.1k, 1.8k. He's meeting loads of speed. So plasma ground boost into plasma jump. And there's the rockets out. think he possibly could have got a bit more speed there. Possibly, me being very demanding. But there's our man Zas. I think one of I'd say the fan favorites in the entirety of the DeFRaG World Cup. Let's go on to Boss. We're now on 7th position at the moment, and we lose another second, guys. Another second out the window right here. Close to 2K. It's got to have a sub 4.4 section. That's a really nice section. That's rapid, man. That's really rapid. There's a plasma ground boost up to 1.5K. Can't quite use the slick on this occasion. Plasma's good. Not the best. Definitely still very good, though. He actually does use the curvature a bit. 2.1K. Okay, he has found a shed load of speed. Close to 2.4. Double rocket jump. Good speed already. Close to 1.8K. Maintaining 2K for a long time at the end is actually really, really beneficial. Super good run there. Now we are top 6 of ZQN, who's less than a 10th faster. This start is popular. I'm really surprised. Out of the things that I was expecting, I don't think that was what I expected before going into these runs. I think he had an extra rocket there. Lots of PGBUs. Nice little extra rocket. Gains like 300 UPS from that. And gets on the select. Extra 100 UPS. 2.14K. His strafe's looking nice too. Or on the PGB. Alright, that was quite sick from TQN. Just a bit more speed as well than Boss at the end. Boss was having like 2K for a while. He had close to 2.1K. Getting those nice little fine differences. We've got Anne, who's won 3 rounds, I think, this DeFRaG World Cup. He's in top 5. We're going to play top 5 twice each at least as well. And he's going to use that also. 4.6 section. Close to 1.4K. Whoa, there's a lot of speed. I don't think that rocket did. Okay, that was pretty sick actually. The way that rocket worked up the ramp. There's the plasma ground boost across. That's such technical skill right there. I'm desperately trying to learn it, but it's so difficult. Okay, like Anna's just oozing with style. Oh, you can see that little adjustment he has to make right at the end. Let's watch Anne again. Our top 5 players of round 7. And he's just using the ceiling to help himself get down again. PGB. I want to see this because he gets 900, but he's already like pushing far away from it. He's not using the curved bit at the top. Just kind of nails it right there and gets to use some of the slick. So that's so nice. PGB, what was that? Plus 200, 300 UPS he got on that. And I like that pre-fire rocket. Just a little readjustment he has to make. Not the fastest end, but still fantastically good. A second off now with Ovcharkin getting himself in top 4. Ovcharkin was the winner of round 7 in DeFRaG World Cup 2017. 4.4 second section. Really nice. We haven't seen a lot of 4.4s. Holy crap. That's just the best of that section we've seen. 1.5K. What 2.1K, close to 1.8K. His plasma ground boost didn't get loads of speed, but he built it up there anyway with the plasma afterwards. He just got around the corner immensely fast. I think that's one of the really impressive things about this run. 2.4. Dude, that was sick. That was so sick from Ovcharkin. And again, I mentioned that he won the last round in 2017, which is probably one of the most technical DeFRaG World Cup maps we've had in since I can remember. This guy just get these little fine details. I love that. Comboing everything that he possibly can. I want to see his PGB. Because he's not really at the corner yet. He kind of like wall clips it somehow. And he's not really that fast, but then suddenly it just mounts up and he has a brilliant plus 500 UPS rocket. It's a staggeringly good end, actually. That's unbelievably good. UK represent right now. Lith. He decides to turn up. This guy's so good, but he just showed up at the beginning and at the end, and he kind of missed out like 3 or 4 rounds. I am slightly mad. Let's check out Lith. Sub 40. He's in top 3 with sub 40 seconds, by the way. And he's going to use the start. He's over 2K. 4.2 second section. That's the fastest that section we've had. Like Ovcharkin, getting a ludicrous amount of speed. It's just incredibly fast. A really good dismount too. PGB? Okay, that was a very sick PGB. Over 2K. Holy shitballs. I mean, and he had an end similar to Ovcharkin too. That was bloody incredible. That was bloody incredible. Kodisha, I think that was Kodisha that said it before. I might have missed it. Don't worry, I've got VODs on YouTube already. Things are saved. It's all good. Australia. Oh, I love what I'm getting. Woody. I just noticed it's called Woody Fan. 2.2K though on that plasma, man. This bit here, the clip that he gets through on it, that's just outrageous. I've made a playlist already, Kodisha. I have already made a playlist. It's there. I've done it. Right, guys. We're now on to Baz. He is number 2 player for DeFRaG World Cup 2019. Closely contested guy. He's 3 frames behind Woody. He's not many frames ahead of Lith, his British counterpart. And it seems like this is the preferred start then overall. Okay, that rocket was incredibly good. 1100 he gets off one of the first. A very early PGB actually. 2.3K. 2K on the curved wall. Of course he's going to plasma ground boost. This is just rapid, man. He fires a rocket off, which I don't actually think did anything for him, but I'm not 100% sure. It's just, dude, it's like unreal how good people can get at video games. Yeah, that 1.1K there, I thought was pretty neat. Man. It's just silly. gets a little clip. Oh. Loses a fraction of speed, but I think he gets a little height that he needs. Well, it's 2.2k he gets. Ah, I missed where that rocket went. He fired like off a strayed rocket that I'm pretty sure didn't do anything. But, guys, we have got one more player. We've seen our champion of VQ3, that's Dex. Now we've got Woody, a new champion, dethroning Baz, who had won the last 2 DeFRaG World Cups. Maybe it was even more than that, but I know Baz won in 2014. He won in 2017, but we've got a new champion. It is Woody here in DeFRaG World Cup 2019 in CPM discipline. Let's take a look at this man. Wow, okay. Even the start already is just insane. 4.2 start. What? Another... Okay. We already had loads of speed going around the corner. What? Oh, Jesus Christ, man. Jesus Christ. That's not real. It's not real. Is this real? The thing is, look at the work and different technique that Woody had to apply to take back Baz. Like, all things considered, it's still a mental run, but it looks like a bit more straightforward compared to Woody. And Woody did all of that to get himself 0.03 of a second faster. That to me is crazy. That to me is totally crazy. So I'm going to watch it again like this, and then I'm going to start slowing things down a little bit to start understanding anything. Because I think he had a few faster sections, but I think this bit here was slower. He went to 1300 UPS getting towards the slick, so I think he lost a bit of time there. He did okay here. I think this was pretty even with Baz and even Lith. I think this bit here again was slightly faster, although I don't think he capped out the same. Let's just, we're gonna have to slow it down from the beginning. I mean, right at the beginning. So he hasn't actually passed the start side yet. It's 1,000 UPS, but he does have rocket ground boost, and now the clock's begun. Just getting that extra downward vertical speed. And straight onto 1,000 UPS, actually. And rocket. 1,900 UPS. So someone managed to keep the 1,800. And literally nobody else has done this. Nobody else. It's like, you know what? This is the way that I want to get across. And he's keeping like a flat line, so he spends so little time in the air, and he somehow manages to avoid the entirety of that section with the plasma and rocket trigger. He doesn't use plasma, though, going down, so maybe he loses a bit of time here. It's like going back and forth, like, who's got faster sections. Again, it would be fascinating to see, like, the last 3 runs all neck and neck, just to see how close they were in certain sections. What was the next fastest on second section, White Noise, do you know? The plasma down was saved 0.1, Lith says. I mean, at this point, like, a tenth of a second is a lifetime. So this is here where I felt that he was a bit slower, because he only manages to get himself 1,300 UPS. Does he get onto the slick? He does, but this is like such a tricky angle now to properly benefit from it. I'm surprised he gets as much as 200 UPS from that before he starts going into his plasma. But he does dismount from the angled wall early so that he can get his strafe on. And it is a good dismount there. A really good dismount. What does he actually cap out? Because he gets that rocket. He does get the 2.1k. Dude, that's like fine margins right there. And this, I think it goes quite crazy now because he switches back to the plasma to go for a PGB. Around the corner. She benefits by 100 UPS. And it takes him just straight onto the slick. So he's like, right, I'm rolling right here. Actually, that PGB's really disgusting. Like, really, really disgusting. The way that he basically creates his own slick surface to take him on the actual slick surface. Because that's what a plasma ground boost essentially does. You create a slick surface in front of you. It's quite hard to fully wrap your head around. He gets a little rocket ground boost, I think, too. Bravo, Woody, our champion. There he is, guys. Our top times as Woody for CPM. We had Dex already for VQ3. How long has that taken us in? Oh, we're caught to 9 already. So again, thank you everyone for watching. I know you guys are waiting for one thing though. You guys are waiting for something. I shan't forget it. I want to congratulate again Dex and Woody, and I'll tell everyone that you can still donate to the prize pool. There's over $4,000 in it already. It will be extended till the 24th of December. I know there needs to be some verification so that they can go through the runs and certify that everything is good and proper. But so what we had 39 seconds roughly. Let's do it. A 3.8 section. What? Oh my god, I'm actually dead. Am I slowing this down anywhere or what? I don't know what I'm doing anymore. Where did it get? It got kind of hilarious here. It just sat here. It's like, Jesus Christ, this is slow. I'm not doing anything for like half a second while that rocket comes to me. Oh, I missed the section I really wanted to see. He was looking forward when the plasma was going behind. So it was flicking forward when the plasma wasn't going, but every time the plasma recharged, it would face behind it, look forward, and face behind it, look forward. Does he do it again here, I wonder? I genuinely can't remember. Oh my god. He's getting like plus 40 UPS as well, 50 UPS per chance. This bot's good, guys. This bot's good. Just hits the diagonal like barely. We always like to see a bit of the shake, right? Just don't even know what I'm looking at anymore. What is that? Plasma? What is it? And he gets like the full clip around too. He just jump. He doesn't even rocket jump there. It's just right. We just do a regular jump. Gotta get efficiency, guys. It's all about the efficiency. You see it ticking upwards. Boink. Doesn't get much more perfect than that. I love how it finishes there. Got the DeFRaG World Cup 2019 bit right at the end. Alright guys, I'm gonna have to go in a second because I am dying really hard. Wait, oh. Okay, I've received something interesting which I'll show a bit in our what I call the deleted scenes section when the credits are rolling. I think that's what I'll call it. If I can get this working, I might show it in a moment. We'll see. Otherwise, guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for all your support. Thank you for supporting DeFRaG at the same time. It's so much excitement for me to be able to cover a tournament like this, which has such deep roots in the history of gaming, esports, and obviously Quake. I really hope we're going to get more of this, because every time we get to DeFRaG World Cup, I think it's the last. I hope it isn't, because I'll always find some time to enjoy DeFRaG in competition like this. So guys, I wish you a fantastic evening. I'm sorry I've been ill. Hopefully I'll be better soon. I'm sorry I couldn't get any like interview guests or anything, but honestly I'm about to not talk for 3 days. Lots of love. See you guys soon.
Balls out.